Can't feel a thing. They inserted the tiniest wafer into my brain and, oh my God, look at the result. Synced us up. No keyboard. I don't need a keyboard ever again. You did that by thinking? It can't read my mind. Not yet, but the wafer tracks activity in the neural pathway and micro movements in the retina to predict what I'm thinking.
But that is reading your mind.
Let's see where everyone is. There's Aunt Rosie. She's at home. Lincoln's in school. Lee's not in school. Should be. Where is he? In the park. Don't tell Rosie. Gran's at home in the kitchen. What a surprise. Let's find Ruby. She's in a bar called the Marine Tide and she's just bought a bottle of house white for £56.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
56 quid for the house white.
Oh my God, how did it go, Beth? How are you? Did it work? Are you completely synced up now?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm with Mum and Dad and I've just realised you're in trouble.
You should be in college.
56 quid.
For God's sake, Bethany!
That's amazing. I'm a little bit like spying. What if I didn't want you tracking me?
Well, that's a good question. Now, can you imagine? What if your father was having an affair or something?
Okay.
You're in my contacts. That's permission according to the law.
But I still don't understand. You can run software like this on a keyboard. So why do you need the operation?
I'm trying to explain it in ways you can understand, but the connection is so much more. While we were talking, at exactly the same time, I wondered about the 80 Days of Rain, where it came from, why it was, what comes next. And I keyed into satellites just 30 seconds ago, so I can see the course of El Nino. And I can tap into pressure sensors along the Atlantic coast and barometric readings from the ships at sea. If I put all of that together, I'm there. I'm inside it, the tide, the depth of the sea, and the curl of the waves within me. And right now in Charles Street, Pasadena, 15-year-old girl called Effany Cross has written her first song and put it online, and she's got the sweetest voice. So when I combine all of that, it's joy. In my head, it is absolute joy.
So, what about your head?
Can't feel a thing.
It's because they don't want to get in the struggle either. Just don't teach this. It's because they don't want to get in the struggle either. They don't want to make it, quote unquote, racially motivated. People, this has nothing to do with racially oriented. I'm going to say that again. This has nothing to do with being racially oriented. This is biblical.
Amen.
I'm going to repeat that. This is biblical.
Amen.
These are biblical people. If they weren't, why are they in the Bible? If God didn't want you to see this, then why did he write it? He did it because it has to do with his story. I'm saying your forefathers, now look at me, don't miss this. Because 98% of everybody out there believes that their root starts in Africa. So they call themselves Black African Americans. And really what they should be talking themselves is they are what? The Hebrews and the Jews of the original temple of the city of David.
Amen.
So you wonder why you're hated.
Preach.
Because it's what's in your blood. See, you don't know who you are. Even as I tell the black culture this, it's like, don't bring it up. And so what I do with my big mouth, I bring it up. Why? Why should you be ashamed of your culture?
The Vatican will welcome in this alien from another planet as God? Tell me about that.
Well, Sid, when you look at Bible prophecy and it talks about a one world government and a one world religion, you see how divided the world still is. And, we have to think that something unprecedented is going to occur that would unite the world under one heading like that. Now, Ronald Reagan gave a speech to the United Nations where he said, how quickly our differences would be resolved if we were faced with an alien threat from outside this world. I mean, this is in the 80s. He gave this speech in the UN. Now, if you look around the world, what people believe, I mean, statistics in the United States say around 50% of Americans already think that UFOs are aliens visiting the Earth. Now, there was a recent poll in the United Kingdom. More people believe in extraterrestrials in the UK than God. Okay? And that's a fact. And so to me, the strong delusion is already here. The groundwork has been laid. And our hypothesis is these powers and principalities that Paul writes about in Ephesians 6, these demonic forces have seeded this idea into the world, so we are primed and ready for a deception.
Okay, but what makes you think the Vatican has planned to announce this?
Well, they're having astrobiology conferences. They've made it intellectually virtuous to believe in these extraterrestrials. Their writings coming out of their theologians have pretty much made the argument that if you don't believe in extraterrestrials, then that is actually the heresy.
You talk about that the Vatican is going to reevaluate their position on basic Christianity. What do you mean by that?
Well, their theologians have written that they think that these entities will be evangelizing us, that they think the chances are that they're not fallen and we are, so that we would have to modify our beliefs according to their revelation.
They're not falling.
So are they talking about setting up teams to evangelize humans and aliens? Is that what you're really talking about?
Well, if you get on the internet right now, you'll find
And baptize them?
hundreds of articles from the Vatican astronomers talking about baptizing.
Wicked.
Look at y'all, they done come out with the new district maps for the Hunger Games in the country. Lord, District 5 said they got this. But I want to draw your attention to District 3. Y'all just look at District 3. You got Texas that's got all the guns and all the ammo. Then you got Arkansas, which is where Walmart and Sam's is headquartered. So we got all the supplies, and I'm sorry that we're only shipping to people in District 3. Then look at the states along the bottom. Oh my God, you've hit the Bible Belt. Don't you know them folks in the Bible Belt will beat your ass while they're praying for you? I think it's District 3, hands down.